This time I'll call Corey Tobin to come up and lead us in our opening prayer.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for letting us gather here today and welcome all of our guests here with us with the club. We want to thank you for this great food that we were able to enjoy and the time we're able to spend together. We appreciate your grace especially and that you bestow on us each and every day. And as a reminder for all of us, as Paul wrote in Romans, help us to always be joyful in hope, patient and persistent in affliction, and then faithful in prayer. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Will you join me in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Tony, do you mind filling in for Tom today?
Pretty good.
Well, everyone, there's probably no greater day for us to sing God Bless America than today, with all that our nation's going through, with the storm coming to Florida and everything that's going across 4 or 5 southern states. So let's sing this song and sing it from the heart today and really mean it, because it's an important day for us to bless this country, or ask God to bless this country.
Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Post the @ symbol or hashtag or pound or number, whatever you want to call it, Thomasville Rotary Club, and check in here. Take a selfie. That's where you turn the camera toward yourself and take a picture. You can include your friends. This is not like school where you got to sign waivers for everybody to be in it. Okay? If you do take a picture of me or another club member, please do not add any strange captions to it, such as "Who's this loser?" But tag somebody that you know so that we can spread the word about Rotary, and know that you are welcome as our guests at any time. Members, you can check in as well. It's okay. We would actually like for that to happen. All right. Announcements and upcoming events. I'll go ahead and share a few things. First of all, I want to thank everybody that was able to help with the chili cook-off, especially Wayne Underwood. And if you know Wayne, he does not like to be, put in front of people for recognition. But man, this is my first time attending this event, and there is a ton of work that goes into it. A ton of work that I didn't realize. So hats off to Wayne. All told, after after expenses, sponsorships, etc., the club is going to clear about $8,000 from the children. So hats off to Wayne. You can see the pictures here of the tent where they're selling tickets, and CIS, which CIS had a great booth doing drinks. And who's that on the left? The fire department, and then CCM actually came in second, and Wayne Underwood came in first. Actually, Mama Mia's Chili by Wayne Underwood came in first. And then you had a future Rotarian here, which, if you can't tell, that's our oldest, next to Hope. And if you know Hope, Hope's got the like Superwoman look going on. Because what Hope would do is she would take everybody's money and David would hand them the ticket. And it was like the perfect combination that just made my heart happy that day. And so Christy and Elaine and Joe, I really had a great time working with you all. All right. Other announcements. Steve, I know you had a huge event this morning. Thank you for putting on breakfast for all the cyclists coming through. That was just amazing. And thanks to all of the city officials that had a hand in making that event successful. Just a lot of great exposure for the city. Blood drive, I'll go ahead and say, Larry, and save you, is Thursday, October 17th, so next Thursday from 1:30 to 6 at Memorial. There's still spots available?
Yes.
Okay, still spots available. Get out, obviously, this is a time between North Carolina, between the western part of the state, Florida, about to encounter another one. Great time for blood drive. So, Larry, is there a minimum age to donate blood?
Yes, there is. I'm not sure I know it. It's probably 18.
Okay.
No, it's 15.
Oh, it's 15.
Between 15 and 18, you have to have parent signature.
Okay. So if you're between 15 and 18 and you want to support the blood drive, that's a great thing. I will direct all of the people for Shadow Day and school personnel that are here. First of all, we want to welcome you. We have so many cool events coming up to support the community, to support other organizations. This is not a closed thing where only Rotarians wearing a Rotary shirt and everything like that can participate in. If you want to come to the oyster roast or the cornhole tournament or donate blood or any of the events that you see on here, we would absolutely love for you to participate, because a lot of the things we do take plenty of effort and a lot of folks to make happen. All right, other announcements.
Last night, Rotarians 10, Kathy Hitchpath with Joe Hitchpath and I did 74 people at CCU.
Wow, that's awesome. TJ.
So Saturday from 5 to 7 at Pace Park, we're having a shrimp boil. It's only $20. I think we should sell it for $30, but I got voted down because you get your plate, the box that you get is slammed full of shrimp. It's the shrimp boil. It's awesome. So, and it's I love smelling the old bay and steaming the shrimps. Awesome. We have tickets. Steve has tickets. I have tickets. Payne has tickets. We need to sell the tickets. So come by. All you have to do, you don't have to dress up. You still have your working clothes on. You've been messing in the yard. Just drive through. We hand you the food. We have music playing. We win. You can hang out if you want to, or you can go home. So anyway, we got tickets. $20. Thanks.
That's for.
That is for Pace downtown. Sorry. Very important part. It's the only fundraiser we do throughout the year, and it goes to help our downtown stay as best it can be in a historic setting. So thank you.
Did you used to be the tourism director?
I think so.
That's awesome.
Another white ago.
Other announcements?
So did you mention about the wreaths that have the
No, here in the wreaths. The wreath growing, and this to be expected. Obviously some damage up there due to expected shortages, needs to order by next week. So if you do want wreaths this year, Kim needs to know by next week. So again, I mean, if you've got them before, they last forever, and a great value on them, but obviously a lot more work with the storms that came through the western part of the state. Doc, did you have something or did I have something? Other announcements?
Coach Freeman isn't in here, but yesterday, and Sam Barefoot and his organization at Baptist Church welcomed over 700 cyclists to their campus. It was a big community event. Larry and everyone was involved, but I think it'd be well to mention how much of a conglomerate of folks in the room were a part of that huge event that came through town, and the bicycles were headed out. They're not bikers, they're cyclists. I know that mistake. But it was, Baptist Church did a fantastic job on that.
That's awesome. Thank you, Sam and Billy and everybody that put that together. I remember hearing about it when they came and spoke to the club about it coming through the city. Like I said, it's a ton of work to put that on and to coordinate. Other announcements? All right, Heather and or Steve. So while he's coming up, split the pot. I will dispel a rumor. This is not gambling. This is not betting. Members can make a donation to charity to the Thomasville Rotary Club Charitable Foundation, and if they make that donation into the pot, they get a ticket. Well, after all the donations are collected into the pot, a ticket is then pulled, and if your ticket is pulled, you get to come up and select a card. And if your card is the Queen of Hearts that you select, then you may or may not choose to take away half of the money that is in the pot for charity if you choose to do so.
Okay, so today we have 48 cards, and what's the range?
$366.
Non-player.
183. That is, yeah. This is not gambling or betting. Flashing disclaimer out there.
So the winning ticket is 336911.
Please do not. We're also good sports, and when somebody loses, we do like to clap for them as well. Could I have Brian Sires come join me, please? Brian, you had submitted an application for membership to the Thomasville Rotary Club. It was barely approved by the board, being a unanimous decision. No, we are very excited to welcome you to the club. We appreciate the history that you bring in. We appreciate your role going forward at Piedmont Crossing. There's just a lot of great opportunity. But I have bad news, and that is that you did not just join the Thomasville Rotary Club. You have joined an organization that's bigger than anything you or I, or even everybody in this room, could put together. It's millions of Rotarians throughout the world. It's something very special that we take seriously, and we welcome you with open arms. We look forward to the endeavors that you can take on, the work that you can do, and everything that you have to contribute to the cause. So we look forward to having you as a member, and if you will join me in congratulating Brian Sires. All right, at this time, I will call up Corey Tobin, who has our program today. And I'd just like to say before Corey comes up, I do want to just reiterate, this is not, like I just said to Brian, this is not just Corey put it together, Christian put it together. This takes everybody that was involved raising their hand, stepping up to host a student. It takes people at the school to say, here's a student. It takes parents to say, my child can do this. There are a lot of factors involved to make this happen. So we appreciate the work that you and Christian and everybody have put in on it.
Thank you, David. I can't really take any credit other than signing my name on a piece of paper that said I would help. Christian was really in the background. He doesn't feel well. Usually he has Stan speak, and he said, just do what Stan does, and that's impossible. So I want to go ahead and get it out there pretty quick that I don't know if this will be as vibrant or as intuitive as Sam, but I hope that it connects with some. When I was asked to give the remarks today, what we're going to do, I'm going to give some brief remarks, and really I'm talking to our students in the room. I hope that this kind of resonates with you all throughout the day. Maybe some of our folks in the room as well, our Rotarians, will take a little something from it, but I really wanted to make sure we reached out to our students who gave their time to come hang out with us today. I had a great time with Carson and Jill, and they'll be able to tell more about our experience, I'm sure. Because we are going to bring the mic around the room for you to stand up briefly and tell where you're from, your school, your name, and where you interned or shadowed today. But when I was asked to give the remarks for Shadow Day, I thought about what core tenet we could all take from a Shadow Day. Specifically our students, and as we all have, the proverbial light bulb went off for me for an experience. It's what we all gained today. As I gave Doc a slight hint of what I was going to speak on earlier, he said I don't have as much experience yet in my life as he does, which is a fact. But we're all gaining experience each and every day from what you do. The definition of experience is the fact or state of having been affected by or gained knowledge through direct observation or participation. And that's pretty fitting for Shadow Day. The definition, though, does leave out the variety of types of experiences that we face. Not every experience is a positive experience, and not every experience is a bad experience. We have good and bad experiences. I do hope that our students and visitors today can check the box on a good experience today. I think that we all hopefully were able to give them a great opportunity to see a little something about what you all do in your own professional lives. But life is a collection of experiences, and it's filled with joy and success. Other times are marked by challenges and failures. But one constant across all those are the lessons that we all need to be willing to learn from those experiences. When we experience success, it feels great. That's easy to celebrate. It's easy to enjoy the rewards of your hard work and your perseverance. And it shows us what works when we're successful. And it helps us kind of get a better understanding of our strengths. And confirms, that we're doing the right thing or the effort that we put in was worthwhile. But that's only one part of the story of our experiences. The other side of our experiences are our failures, our bad experiences. But often those are the opportunity for real growth. Those are the moments that can teach us resiliency, they can teach us humility and perseverance. When things don't go the way that we hoped, it forces us to kind of reevaluate what we're doing. Dig a little bit deeper if we have to try a little harder in a class or dig in a little bit more at athletic practice. But also it helps you find a new way forward. A lot of successful people in life actually would probably say that they learn more from their failures than they were able to learn from their successes. There's the adage of, if you're a basketball Michael Jordan fan, of not making his varsity team in high school. But obviously that did not hinder him from an outstanding career, and one that still resonates for probably everyone in the room. So when you think about it, when you succeed, you might move forward quickly, but when you lose, you might face a setback, but you're able to pause and reflect and figure out what went wrong. You learn what doesn't work, which can be just as important as those highlights and those successes that you're all going to face. And that through many in the room, I would argue, face every day in your professional careers or personal lives. But the key to all this is to truly learn from both your good and bad experiences and be open to reflection on them. After every win or loss, ask yourself, what did I learn from this? How can I improve? When you do that, no experience is wasted, be it positive or negative. Whether it's a personal goal, like academic schoolwork challenge, or career pursuit that you're really diving into, every moment is an opportunity to grow. One thing that our staff speak on is 1% better each day, and exponentially, that 1% expounds tremendously. So thinking about that each day is something that you can dive into and really grasp onto, even when you have some of those harder times. So I encourage you all to embrace your experiences, both the ones that make you feel on top of the world or the ones that leave you frustrated or disappointed. Each one is shaping you into a stronger and more resilient person, be it good or bad. In the end, it's not about avoiding failure or only seeking success, because there are hills and valleys throughout our lives. But it's about learning from everything that you experience on the way. And that is what truly leads to growth. Experiences will shape your own life. And that is what we hope that you take from minimal experiences like today, but also all that you'll face in your upcoming academic careers and how you transition into your adulthood and what all great things you are going to become. So those are my remarks on what I think that I hope that you were able to get from today. But now it is the opportunity to introduce yourselves and let us know who you are, so the room can get to know you. And I believe this is wireless mic. I hope it is. This is the only working mic, so that makes me nervous to do this. But yep, we're still working. And I will lead around the room to our folks, and you're first up because you're the closest to. And we want you to introduce yourselves and let us know which school you're from and who you shadowed today.
Where you shadowed?
Emma?
Where?
And where you shadowed. Yes, ma'am.
Hello, I'm Mariana Abbott, and I'm from Thomasville High School, and today I shadowed the Chamber of Commerce in Thomasville. Hello, my name is Allison Thompson, and I shadowed today here at the Women's Club. Hello, I'm Ellie Nix. I go to East Davidson, and I shadow Hunter at Communities and Schools. Hello, I'm Natalie Namath. I go to East Davidson, and I shadowed also at Communities and School at Hunter. Hello, I'm Holland Henderson, and I shadowed at Rotary Dentist Office.
Hello, I'm Lexus Parker. I go to Lefford High School, and today I shadowed at Boys and Girls Club in Thomasville.
Hi, I'm Lila Sue. I go to Thomasville High School, and I shadowed at the Boys and Girls Club.
Hello, my name is Emerson Urquiza. I go to Thomasville, and today I shadowed at Fancy Finds.
Hi, I'm Kevin Atkins. I shadowed today at Thomasville City Hall, Michael Grant, and I'm from Lefty High School.
Hi, my name is Carson Cosper, and I job shadowed today at the Crescent Ford dealership, and I go to Ledford High School.
My name is Marie Lena, and I go to Lefford, and I shadowed Thomasville Pediatrics. Hello, my name is Caitlin Brand. I go to Oak Grove High School, and I also shadowed at Thomasville Pediatrics. I'm Naomi King, and I shadowed Cena at United Ways with Miss Christy Hayes. Okay, I'm Cena Moses. I go to Oak Grove High School, and I also shadowed with Miss Christy Hayes at United Way. Hi, I'm Emma Tiger. I go to Oak Grove, and I shadowed at Randy Berry Dentist Office.
Hey, I'm Carson Williams. I go to Oak Grove. I shadow Thomasville Park and Recreation Center.
Hi, I'm Jillian Stevens, and I also shadowed at Thomasville Parks and Recreation Center, and I go to Ledford.
I'm Lieutenant Clark. I attend East Davidson, and today I shadowed Professor Bowers at DDCC.
Hello everybody, I'm Sadie Golden, and today I shadowed also Gary Bowers at DCCC, and I go to DCCC.
Hello, I'm Manuel. go to DDCC. I shadow Michael Grant from Thomasville City Hall.
So there's a variety of,
Here you go, let her off.
Good.
I am Maria Rosas. I am shadow today from this children's home. I am DDCC.
And I have two for Ruby Roses here. He's a CPA and her husband, and we got to know him, a businessman, and he's helping his community file taxes. And because in Mexico, they didn't have file taxes, only businesses. So we've had a good conversation about that, and he leaned over a few minutes ago and he wanted to know more about getting into Rotary. So folks help him.
As you can see, there's a variety of folks and students and who were able to participate. I do know that there are a lot of the instructors in the room, and I did want to give a brief moment for you all to share how important these days are for your instruction. If any of the school officials that are in the room would like to share briefly on the value of this experience.
Good afternoon. I'm Jill Story from Davis and Davie Community College, and we are so privileged to be part of this program with you guys. Of course, you know, some of my students aren't young. Sadie is. He's in our Atlas program, but Maria and Manny are in my ESL classes. So, you know, to let adults get to take these opportunities too is great. For example, Manny was an accountant in Mexico, and he learned lots at the city of Thomasville, if I remember correctly. So this is such a great opportunity, and we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts to let us be part of this, and we really appreciate it. And my folks, make sure we take a picture at the end. We'll get that in. Thank you.
Hey, I'm Christy Hiller. I'm the Career Development Coordinator at East Davidson High School, and I'm going to speak for Lynn Scott, who is at Ledford, and Carrie Tuttle from Oak Grove. These days are really important to us. We want students to have the opportunity to visit businesses, shadow people, to get an idea about what it's like to have that career. So we would love it if you are interested in hosting one of our students when it's not a shadow day through the Rotary Club. We are always looking for participants who are willing to let our students come in for a couple of hours, get a behind-the-scenes look, and then I'll go even further and say that we're looking for places for students to do internships, where it would be a longer-term commitment, 120 hours in a semester, and that is a great way for a student to get a high school credit, but also to get longer experience and kind of, you know, every day be there and see what it's like. Because today, you know, they saw some things, but if they were to come tomorrow, I bet they would have seen something different. And so if they could do an internship, then they would have more opportunities to learn more, and that would help them kind of narrow down some career choices. So you probably remember at this age, you may not have known what you wanted to do. So just look at it from that perspective, that it's a great opportunity for students to learn more about different careers. And again, I'm the Career Development Coordinator, and so that's my whole job. And my whole passion is to help young people learn where they want to go and how to get there. So if you want to talk to any of us with Davidson County Schools, please do so. Again, I'm at East Davidson. We've got Ledford and Oak Grove here, but I know the other schools in Davidson County would also love to have businesses participate.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. William Wade. I'm the principal of Thomasville High School. On behalf of our students, I'd like to say thank you for extending learning beyond the classroom. We all know that a lot of learning takes place in the school, but what happens outside the school and how learning extends beyond the four walls goes a long way toward our students being successful. So thank you.
too from the administration and the teachers. You guys do invaluable work, and it's just great that they're reaching outside the walls. Thank you again to all the students. I think that will wrap up the portion of the meeting, I guess, for what Christian told me to do. Yes, ma'am.
Corey, I just wanted to emphasize what you said. We have an intern at Fancy Finds in the middle, and she goes back and forth from East States. She's from East States, and she's been wonderful. She's learned a lot. Some things that she's done, she probably didn't really want to do, but some things that she's done have been great. So I encourage all of you to think about it, because it's just a morning. She comes from like an hour and a half, 2 hours in the morning, and it has worked out well. Thank you.
Thank you for giving us all those opportunities. I was trying to hire both of our attendees for part-time work before we got over here, so it's a good opportunity to make connections throughout the community in a variety of ways. So with that, thank you all who participated and gave your time. It is an interesting and fun morning to do something a little bit different. And I think this is one that we all look forward to each year to be a part of. So if you weren't able to do it this year, please consider it next year, because I know you probably have a ton of other students who will be interested, and I think that I would encourage us all to do that. Thank you.
Who was it that was with Kim at Crescent Ford? Did you stand up for me? So, yeah, well, no, I mean, you can sing the jingle first of all. Go ahead. Crescent Ford. There it is. That's number one. Number two, though, he's the only one that I know I could correct, because I know that in the morning that he spent with Kim, he also shadowed being the Rotary secretary as well. So if you know what Kim does for Rotary, then we appreciate that. And a lot of that is just full circle. So you got two experiences, young man. So you're very fortunate to work with Kim at Crescent Ford and Rotary.
I get a rebuttal. First of all, I was very busy this morning, and I asked him what he wanted to do, mechanical or sales, and he said sales, so he went out on the lot with the salespeople, looking at window stickers, messing with the cars, keying up cars, moving cars, told me if he can drive the Raptor. But anyway, so he did not get tainted by me today.
So it was legitimately Crescent Ford. That's good. All right. If I appreciate all the work that especially the school personnel put in. My background was about 12 years in public schools as a teacher, central office administrator, and then as a principal. William and Carrie and I all worked together at one point between schools and central office, and so we go way back. So it's good to see you all again, and definitely holds a special place in my heart forever in education. It is something that I think I wish we would do just more often, just to get that real life experience of what it's like to get up and go to work and try to feel out what you want to do. And I'll say my two pieces and then we'll move along, is I always wanted to be a pediatrician growing up. That was always pediatrician, wanted to be a doctor, work with kids, wanted to be a doctor, pediatrician. And all it took was, it did not take going and interning with somebody. It took one high school biology class for about 2 weeks to tell me that was not right for me. So if you come across that, figure out what it is where you may want to go. And you've got so many opportunities here in Thomasville and in the surrounding areas of not just local businesses, of larger businesses as well, but you have opportunities here in this area in a driving distance that other parts of the country could only dream of. So take advantage of those while you have the time to do it, and while your schedule allows. And businesses and organizations, from the bottom of my heart and from Rotary Board, we appreciate you all taking your time. That was a well-spent day. So if you all will join me for our four-way test. So those of you who haven't been to a Rotary meeting before, at the end of every meeting or gathering, we always recite the four-way test. And it's obviously about how we act, how we treat each other. And I like for it to be in all of our interactions. So we have all walks of life here at Rotary. We welcome anybody who has the good of mankind in the bottom of their heart. And as we go through those interactions, we want to always ask ourselves these these 4 things. First, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build